Here's actually a really fun fact that I think the internet doesn't know. I'm gonna tread lightly here. Ugh, I knew I shouldn't have gotten confident. I'm so excited. Okay, we're running. This is cool. Hi, good morning. How are ya? Welcome back to the channel for another vlog. Jordy and I have a work night planned tonight. We're actually recording all night. And because of that, I'm like, well, tonight's a work night. So I feel pretty chill about today. I started my morning pretty slow because I started my period last night. Sorry, period talk coming. Oh my gosh, it hit me with a vengeance. Brutal. Like it is, she mad. I feel a little delusional for saying this out loud, but I want to read into it because I feel like maybe there's something here. You know how 2 vlogs ago, I was talking about this like body anxiety that I just could not figure out where it was coming from. It was so intense this whole last week. I started my period yesterday and I kid you not, within 10 minutes, I felt the anxiety leaving my body. So the cramps have been terrible. Physically, I feel awful, but I feel so much better. I would rather mentally feel good than physically. I'm great at pushing down physical pain. So kind of slept in, kind of took it easy this morning. Excited to have a chill day with y'all today and then just save like worky things for tonight. And I'm glad you're here. I feel like whenever I want to be cozy but cute, a knit is usually what I go to. My favorite spot for knits is Quince. I mean, y'all see me wear Quince. These cardigans that I live in are Quince. These earrings that I live in are Quince. I am getting to work with them on today's video, meaning I will link these things down below and those links help to support my channel. But before we try on a sweater, I did order something new because I am going to one of my best friends out here, her 30th birthday. She's from Canada. And so we have a few themed nights. It's a girls' weekend away. And since she's Canadian, she specifically requested some like denim on denim looks for the girls to wear, like a Canadian tuxedo. So I got this, do you call this like chambray shirt from Quince? I just want to try it on because it just came in the mail. I haven't tried it on yet. This is so fun. This is definitely, I think, gonna be the vibe for her birthday. I like how it has kind of like an artist vibe. The price of this is really good. This is another reason why I love Quince, is their pricing is very fair, especially for the quality, because they are direct to consumer. So normally in fashion, someone makes it, sells it to a middleman, there's a price jump. Sells it to the store, there's a price jump. Sells it to us, everyone has to profit. But here it's just direct to consumer, so there's not all of those like price jumps in between. So this is $49. I feel like I can do a really cute denim on denim look with this, so I will definitely be packing this. It's next weekend, so I'm glad this came in time. But for today, do we do something a little like nautical striped situation? They're organic cotton. If you're looking for something that is like a nice quality thick knit that's not too expensive, the organic cotton crew neck sweaters are where it's at. This is $49. Comes in a lot of different colors. Oh, I match you. Tan and cream. Living in a beach town, even in the summer we wear sweaters to the beach because it stays chilly all year round. I also love that this is like a very spring to summer kind of transitional piece, especially for California. Or do we go with something even more luxurious? Because y'all know that my fixation from Quince is their cashmere, because it's hard to find cashmere that's fairly priced. So check this option out. I live in their cashmere cardigans, but a cashmere sweater is new to me. This is like a crew neck sweater. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. I wish you could feel through the screen. But I love a chocolate brown. Yet again, I think stacking some necklaces with this, I have the hiccups. I'm so sorry. This is what I want to wear today. I just love a chocolate brown. Oh, also, I know I wear these earrings every single day because I love them. They're like the perfect everyday, like bold enough, statement enough, but not too in your face type of earring. But they actually just sent me some new earrings. I love their jewelry because it's gold for May, meaning it's like different from gold plating. It's thicker. Mine have never worn or tarnished in the slightest. These are like some pretty bold hoops. These come in a few different sizes. I think this is the largest of the sizes. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, okay. This is what we're wearing. I'll link all these things down below though. Thank you, Quince, for partnering with me on today's video. I'm gonna figure out pants later. Let's do our makeup though. I thought it would just be fun. I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of creators doing this lately and I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are to read and react to some of your hot takes while I get ready this morning. So I asked y'all on Instagram, and you know what? We'll make it hotter by me saying if I agree or disagree with you. Actually, that's kind of scary. I haven't even read any of them yet. Okay, this person said, I think Trader Joe's has crap products and unhealthy ingredients, but people love it. You know, I unfortunately think I will have to agree that a lot of their like processed packaged snacks are like give kind of the illusion of being healthy and clean, but they aren't always. I did hear a rumor that they don't allow artificial dye, like food coloring, but I need to look and see if that's true or not. Maybe it's just some of them are banned, but there's actually a really interesting little like docu-series YouTube video. I think it was Wall Street Journal, maybe, that talks about the economics behind Trader Joe's and how they become so profitable. And one of the points that they hit on is they almost make you feel like their products are more artisanal because of the way that they do hand-drawn images on their packages. And that's like a very intentional thing to make it appear to be more like homemade and healthy, when in fact it's not. So unfortunately, I think I do agree. I'm a Trader Joe's lover. You can't beat their pricing. For packaged snacks, I would rather do like Thrive Market that has like really high standards. But for frozen foods, produce, dairy, whatever, I do love Trader Joe's. And I mean, those are the products that are a lot cleaner anyways, because a lot of those are just ingredient products, you know? Okay, tipping culture is out of control and we need to stop being expected to tip for every little thing. I'm gonna tread lightly here. This might be considered a hot take back. I do agree that the expectation to tip for every single thing is becoming overwhelming. Like, I hear people gripe about this a lot, but I will also say, as somebody who worked and depended on tips for 5-6 years of my life, I now really love tipping, since I feel like I'm financially in a place to be able to do that. And that's something I factor into my mind before I go and spend my money somewhere, as I add the 20% in my mind before I decide if I want to do it or not. And I find a lot of joy in surprising a server or a barista or whatever with like an above and beyond tip, just because I feel like as a server down to my core, it's like my kind of repayment for living through that season and then now having a career outside of that. So personally, I like tipping because it feels like a way that I can choose generosity, but I know that the expectation is what like makes people mad. And especially if people aren't from the US and then they have to like move here and it's like, whoa, what is happening right now? So in some ways I agree. Our culture has a caffeine addiction. We don't actually need caffeine. It can contribute to being more anxious and tired. Our bodies naturally create energy, but we give it caffeine instead. Of course, caffeine is fine in moderation, but not daily, sadly. I think I agree. I actually read a book a couple years ago. I literally think it's just called Caffeine. I don't remember who the author was, but this guy goes on a journey of like deep diving into caffeine. He cuts a cold turkey. He like kind of writes about his experiences, but then at the end, he reintroduces it and he's like, I actually feel on top of the world. Like, my productivity is so great, blah, 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 blah. And I went on that journey with him reading this book being like, wow, caffeine is terrible. I should cut it out cold turkey and I should just like go without it. But then at the end, I was like, you know what? We do so many things that are bad for us, and there are some redeeming qualities to caffeine. I do think the like addictive nature and the dependency is too much for me. Like, I am addicted to caffeine. I have to have a coffee when I wake up, and I have to have a matcha at 2 p.m. And I don't love that. I don't love being like dependent on it. There are some benefits to coffee and green tea. Like, it's a great source of antioxidants. I think coffee and chocolate are the #1 sources of antioxidants for Americans, which is like kind of sad. But at least we're getting antioxidants somehow. It can be used for good or for evil, for sure. The dependency is bad. Everyone should be courteous when walking. Stick to a side and pay attention to your surroundings. I honestly don't think that's a hot take. We all have pet peeves, right? We all have pet peeves. Some people, it's like people chewing loud, whatever. My probably biggest pet peeve, where I actually have to make myself like take a deep breath because it's really not a big deal, is when somebody is unaware of their surroundings and like in the middle of a sidewalk, walking so slow. I don't mind slow walkers. I know it's like people have different needs, whatever, and I'm so fine and understanding with that. It's just when somebody doesn't realize that they are spatially taking up the whole space and that there's people behind them trying to like do this thing and figure out how to get around. I don't know why that has always bothered me. I think being courteous is not a hot take. I feel like everybody should be courteous and aware. Pet hair is an ick. Seeing it all over people's clothes gives me a literal gag reaction. I don't agree, like, I'm not heated about that, but I can understand. I could totally understand. I've started traveling with a lint roller because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just covered in stuff. Usually it's like fuzzies from other clothes. Thankfully, Max doesn't really shed, but yeah, I grew up with labs and we would every single meal we ate would have a black lab hair in the meal. And that gave me the ick. Pet hair and food, That gives me the ick for sure. Ooh, okay. I'm tired of creators switching to short content. I want good old YouTube back. I agree with this so full-heartedly. We as creators are told to make short form content because that's kind of just like how things are moving. But I am remaining strong to this delusional belief that YouTube is gonna come back. I love just spending a full day creating one thing, or sometimes 2 full days creating one thing instead of just like batch filming a ton of little short things. A lot of people say that they can't stand Taylor Swift. I don't think that's a hot take. I feel like people are polarized about her. People either love her or they're like, since so many people love her, I don't love her as much. I don't know. Several people say that they don't like Fourth Wing. I disagree. I loved it so much, and I was not the intended audience for it. Like, I don't like fantasy. I don't really read fiction. I don't like things that take place not in the modern day. I loved it. Social media is a massive data collection surveillance scheme. That is a hot take. I don't think it was intended to be that. I don't think it started as that, but I do think there is a lot of that. We would all be better off without our phones in social media, and everybody knows it. 1,000,000%. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be better off because it is my job, unless we count YouTube as something different, because I don't know, do you consider YouTube to be social media or not? I feel like YouTube really blurs the line between traditional media and social media because it is such a commitment to post something. It takes a lot of work and like production, and not a lot of people post. And it is like an episode of something, you know what I mean? So I don't know if YouTube counts or not, but honestly, okay, here's another. I'm starting to warm up to my own hot takes. I didn't really think I had any. As a creator, I would be okay if Instagram and TikTok disappeared and if I could just do YouTube, because not that I dislike the others, but I just find so much more fulfillment in this. And it feels like what I want to do. Sunny days are the worst. I disagree. Me and my mental health, we lack the sunshine. And that's why I pay the sunshine tax here in sunny California. Constantly thinking about your feelings is harmful, and hyper-reflection increases anxiety. That's an interesting take. I am such a 3. Like, I avoid feelings so much that thinking about feelings in a logical way helps me process them and understand them. But feeling my feelings is scary for me and is kind of foreign and does make me spiral into a little bit of anxiety. So that's just my personal take on that. And lastly, this person says the bike lane should not be so close to cars. It scares me for them. When we were biking in Napa, I had the same thought. I hate driving past cyclists because I do fear for them as well. I'm like I just like lose awareness of the size of my car. And I'm like, I want to swerve around them like 10 feet because I don't even want to spook them. And then being a cyclist in Napa, I was like, this is actually scary. People are going 25 miles to an hour and I'm terrified. So I can't even imagine on like a 60-mile-an-hour road, you know what I mean? Thank you guys for submitting your hot takes. There's a lot of fun ones and there's a lot more, and I don't know, I think they're fun to talk about. I've seen a lot of people doing this lately and I'm happy to hop on the trend. Somebody's eating my meal prep for lunch. It's a play, in case you missed the last video, I meal prepped a ton of things and I tried to make them all fun. Our favorite, or one of my favorite pizzas, you really like the barbecue, but one of my favorite pizzas is they call it the Killer Bee. And it's like ricotta, rosemary, hot honey, pepperoni. So I made it like a healthy little casserole version with quinoa and chicken and veggies. So it's healthy, but it's like pizza.
It's so, I'm really pumped.
Oh, yay. I did an experiment on TikTok. I ordered non-alcoholic cab sav because I do really love a little like fun little glass of wine with dinner, but I'm trying to limit myself to one real drink a week, like one, you know, date night where we have real wine a week. And especially like this girls trip that I'm about to go on. Oh, did you get it? Did you get your tail? I thought it would be fun to bring some non-alcoholic options for the girlies that didn't want to like be left out but didn't want to drink. And I thought that this would be the one, because look at how cute the packaging is. I actually saw an ad where someone tried it and they're like, it is like exactly like my favorite cab sav. Unfortunately, it's trash. It is so bad. It tastes like vinegar. Like, it's not the move. But if anybody has a non-alcoholic, I think they call it de-alkalized, red that they like. I don't like bright. I don't like acidic at all. I like smooth, rich, dark, earthy. That's what I like. If anybody's found a non-alcoholic red that is like that, please let me know, because I actually would love to bring it on this girls trip so much. I feel like that would have just been a nice thing to bring along. I'm not pregnant before anybody says anything. I'm trying to be a healthy girl. Why do you want to go out in the front yard? Okay, we can go out in the front and then we can water the herb garden. We can go out in the front. Oh, another thing for the front yard. I asked Jordy if he could research a cushion replacement for the front because our cushion out there is literally ripped to shreds. I'll show you guys. And he said this one should be the right size. So it's time for it. Now that we're getting the front like a little more usable, especially since we are treating the upstairs more like a duplex. Obviously, we use the upstairs for ourselves when nobody's here, but we have people here constantly. So we're just trying to like utilize the outdoor living a little bit more to increase our kind of like usable, livable space. And so now I'm feeling really motivated to get the outside like really what we want. This does look like the right size. Struggle. Okay. Literally, look at how bad this is. It is just falling apart.
Ooh, it is the right size. You want up? You want up? We gotta retie your bandana.
A online friend made Max's bandana in like maybe 2020, and we whipped it back out. I just found it the other day, a couple weeks ago. Okay, good stuff. Another thing that I've been wanting to figure out. This was a gift that Jordy got me so that I could print my pictures in front of lighthouses into my lighthouse passport. I think unfortunately we got rid of the instructions. I hadn't set it up yet. I did charge it. But basically what this is it prints like a Polaroid camera on Polaroid film, pictures from your phone, which is the coolest thing ever. One of my friends has this for her baby, and like all of her baby book pictures, she's printing on Polaroid film and then putting it into like a sleeve type of photo book, which is so cute. So I just downloaded what I think is probably the app. Okay, it's searching for the printer. Oh, there it is, connect. Okay, let's open this. Just gonna put in this film like normal. Okay, it's discarding the first one. Here's a lighthouse that was not open for me to get a passport stamp in. So I'm gonna see what happens. I'm just gonna click print. Oh, and I guess it takes a while to develop, just like normal. It's literally working, it's starting to develop. And I also feel like it's gonna look so authentic because we took this photo on our actual film camera. So this is film that we got developed and then digitized, and now I'm printing it onto this. So it doesn't look like iPhone quality, it looks more like film quality. If you fill up this whole passport with stamps or photos from all different lighthouses, you send it in and they send you a patch, and people collect patches because there's hundreds of lighthouses in the US. But this has enough space for it's like 60 or maybe 66. So I've been to a lot of lighthouses that were either closed or before I had this, so I couldn't get stamps. So my hope is to get my credit where credit is due. It's still developing, but oh my gosh, it works. This is so cool. What a cool thing. I'll link this in case you also want one. I'm gonna print one more, but then I gotta go hop on this meeting. I'm having a great time. Hey now. This is what dreams are made of. About to head out on some errands. It's actually really cute. I think Jordy and I both couldn't sleep well last night. My Oura ring said that I tossed and turned a lot. And at like 3 a.m., I think we're both kind of awake. And he just rolls over. He's like, hey. I was like, yeah. He's like, tomorrow, can we go on a date in the middle of the day? And I was like, okay. So I think we're just going, okay, there's a spot that I've been trying to find for forever. And I think I might have finally figured out where it is. During my month off, I did one day at the spa at the Seabird Hotel, which is like the really cute hotel downtown Oceanside. I've taken y'all there a million times before. But they had complimentary tea. There was this one tea. It was the most delicious tea I've ever had in my life. And it was some sort of a digestive blend. I went in that day with my stomach feeling like weirdly terrible. I don't know if this was placebo, but I drank this tea and within 20 minutes, I felt great, but I've been trying to find it ever since because it's a local little oceanside spot. And I think I finally figured out where the location is. So we just might take a quick little day date to drop off some film at the film lab, see if we can get it developed by today or tomorrow, and see if we can find this tea spot. Maybe get a tea there if they serve it, maybe grab a coffee somewhere. I need to figure out why I keep having the hiccups today. So annoying. Okay, the reason it's taking me so long to find this, I'm getting cocky saying that we're already gonna find it, is because Maps says that this tea spot is over here. But I actually think I saw a very small sign for it on a door around this corner when we were driving by the other day. So I'm feeling confident that we're gonna luck out. Ooh, not gonna lie, that Domino's smells good. Okay. Oh no, it doesn't exist anymore. That's the little tiny sign I saw when we drove by the other day. Oh, I'm so sad. Can we try to I had in the past. Oh, text. Do you think that they're like gone forever gone? We should try to text them. But this is why I was confused. It says available. I can't explain to you how much it was the best tea I've ever had in my life.
What did it taste like?
Like a snickerdoodle chai, comfort, warm, grandma's house. And it took me from bloated to so happy. From bloated to goated. Ugh, I knew I shouldn't have gotten confident. Well, there's a new, not new, but new to us, there's a coffee shop called Camp. They do like toasted marshmallows on their drinks. Maybe we could just get a little coffee there. It could be fun to try something new while we're here.
Yeah.
Oh, also that little new, not convenience store, but like little market. You know how I went to do a general store and then I was like, oh, someone beat me to it? I think it's in one of these buildings. It could be kind of fun to see it. You want to get a coffee and then find that? Okay. Okay, this is what we're gonna try, Camp Coffee. Let's see what it's like. Okay, I'm actually pretty excited because I got an iced cappuccino. This is an oat milk cold foam with cardamom. Like, I didn't expect the drinks here to be this inventive. Jordy got the s'mores one. I thought it came with a toasted marshmallow. You should give it a little sip test. Pretty good? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like it.
That's actually so good. I love that because it's not too sweet. It's sweetened with a little bit of honey, I think, and cardamom. Okay, the beverages this afternoon have redeemed themselves. We lost a tea, but we gained a nice cappuccino. Okay, we found the grocer. This is literally a Spring Hill Sweets, but this is its own, like, locally owned little market that is kind of attached to it, and it's actually so cute. It's right across. This is the Seabird. It's right across from the Seabird. Okay, so cute. Apparently they're leaving Oceanside. They're moving to Carlsbad Village, which is 5 minutes away, so it's not that far. But I was like, okay, what other birthdays are coming up? I have 3 friends who all have the same birthday out here, and I already got gifts for 2 of them, but not 1. So I got a little like handmade pottery incense holder for her. Elise, y'all know Elise, she did the podcast with me. Got a birthday gift, got to support a little spot, and we'll see them in Carlsbad. There's one other surprise I have up my sleeves. I cannot find a picture of this place, so I don't know what to expect. I've only heard rumor through word of mouth that there is a dog-friendly beach at the Carlsbad Lagoon. And this boy has been so hyper today that I'm like, maybe this is a good time to take him on another adventure. My goal, I think I said this in the last vlog, Max is a senior dog now. And that just kind of wrecks me. It's not that I've been bad about taking him out on adventures. I just feel like we normally stick around the same things. And I want to take him on new experiences, even if I don't know what it's necessarily going to be like. Like, I don't know what the Carlsbad Dog Beach Lagoon is actually like. It might be a total flop. I think we just go see, we just go explore. Even if it's a car ride, he'll be so happy. He loves to go in the car. I do fear I made a very ballsy mistake of, I assumed that we were going to get tea. So I drank caffeine before we left, but then as you guys know, I got that iced cappuccino, and you probably also know that I'm not used to having espresso in the afternoons because it does make me anxious usually. And I was just saying this morning how my anxiety is gone, and it's not back, but I just drank so much caffeine that I'm not used to having. I feel like my fingers are like actually shaking a little bit. Let's go run off some steam at the dog park. I'm gonna call my mom en route because I haven't talked to her in a couple days. And I like to call my mom, okay? Here's actually a really fun fact that I think the internet doesn't know. You know my obsession with sailboats? We don't go on the ocean in sailboats very often because I am also emetophobic and I'm really afraid of me or anyone else getting seasick. But Jordy, actually, his summer job growing up was he was a sail instructor at a summer camp. He's really good at sailing, like small boats. And so he's always looking for an area that he can take me sailing, somewhere that I won't accidentally get seasick. And you are allowed to bring boats here. And it's like a huge body of water that goes way back that way. Oh my gosh, you can even do jet skis. power boats and then no power boat area. Oh wow. We just need to figure out where we can rent a small sailboat, but this is like the perfect location. Also, there's so many ducks just hanging out in the water over here. We're the only ones here right now. I mean, it's the middle of the week. Very thankful for that aspect of my job, to get to just take adventures in the middle of the day, because it's also so awesome to just kind of be the only ones here. It's like we're actually just in wilderness and wildlife. This is cool. Let's go this way, bud. Let's walk down the sand. He's so excited. Okay, we're running. We're running. This is a great spot to go shell hunting. There's so many untouched, like fully intact shells. I don't need them for anything, but this is great to know if I ever have an art project where I need a lot of like uniform, very pretty shells.
Somebody's little sandy man. Did you have fun? Did you have fun? Yeah? Okay, good.
We explored the whole west side, did all the trails, did all the lagoon on that side, but there's a whole nother trail that goes further inland. I'm gonna save it for another day so that we have something new to explore another time, because this guy, I feel like that was a perfect amount of adventure for him. With his little heart condition, they tell me not to take him on too much like physical activity at once. So we'll save the other half for next time, and we'll have a whole new thing to explore. Got on some pajama pants, so you know it's getting real. But something really random that I want to do before transitioning into my work night is fry up the rest of these little quail eggs, just because they weren't cheap. Honestly, they're probably cheaper than regular eggs these days. We tried to find regular eggs when Jacqueline and Mark were in town. We don't eat them scrambled because technically I'm not supposed to have too many egg whites, blah, blah, blah. It was like $15 for eggs. These were $9 for specialty eggs, but still expensive. Don't they look beautiful? They look like little like Cadbury eggs, like the speckled on them. But I want to fry them up, tiny little sunny side up eggs, just to not waste them. And then we can just eat them with dinner tonight. Like I said, I've meal prepped for the whole week, so we have just a ton of random food. And this is just who even knows what, but kind of fun, kind of cute. It's gonna be our little last activity before I need to go set up filming for the night. We're gonna fry them up in some, I have this compound butter. It's like a garlic herb butter, because why not? That's probably really extra delicious. I like to steam the top of my eggs by doing this trick. My mom always did this as a kid. You put a little water in the lid and you just do that. They're so cute and little. Honestly, really delicious. Like, really good. Well, that's a fun experiment. I'm gonna put the rest on top of dinner though. Okay, time to transition to set up our nighttime filming. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here, but thanks for coming on a like just for fun play day with me. It's always so fun for me to like kind of treat vlog days like weekends, because I really vlog 2 days a week. So why not make them just so fun? And why not just play? Thank you again to Quince for partnering with me on this video and for making very soft cashmere. That is awesome. I love it so much. And I really like these earrings. These might be the ones that I start putting on every single day, because I feel like I should give these a break, because I've been wearing these every single day for like a year now. So I will link them down below. I'll link this, the cardigans I wear every single day, everything that I showed you in this video. But I love y'all. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.